This is my brisket from start to finish. So I'm just gonna take you guys through this brisket today. So last night I salt and peppered this brisket. I let this sit in the fridge overnight. This helps to achieve that bark when you're smoking it. I also trimmed some of the fat on the edge, and then I cut some of this. This is a easy like 20-pound brisket, and I'm just gonna let this go pretty much all day. It's 7 in the morning right now, and I'm gonna probably have this by like 7 o'clock at night. I'm just gonna let this go at 220 degrees Fahrenheit in the smoker. I don't really do much to my brisket. It's just salt, pepper, and then I'll make a mixture of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and I'll just brush my brisket every like couple hours or so to help maintain that bark. But other than that, salt and pepper, that's the way to go for this. I used to use wood fire smokers when I was back home in Texas, but here I just do pellet grills. So if you got like a Traeger or whatever, that's the easiest way to do it. It's so simple nowadays. It's like an oven. This thing has been in the smoker for about 6 hours, and I'm gonna just let it continue to cook in the oven. So what I've got here is parchment paper that is inside of foil, and the reason is so I can keep that bark. The foil kind of ruins the bark. That's just something I was taught with a lot of barbecue people, and that's something I just stick by now. I always wrap it in parchment paper over just foil. And yeah, I'm just gonna put it in my oven. It's at about 320 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So now I'm just gonna put this in the oven until it reaches about... I was just given this thermometer by the guy that started this thermometer company, and it's so fucking cool. So you can barely see the screen. I don't know why. You guys let me know what the hell the technology thing is about here. It's like fucking up. But anyways, it's telling me here the amount of time it's gonna take to reach the desired temperature that I want. It's super rad. So I currently have the brisket going in that oven right there, and it's gonna take about 1 hour and 5 minutes, it says. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the little thermometer sticking out. It's wireless. You just stick it in and it tells you the temperature. It's so fucking cool. Now, I typically don't use thermometers, but for something like a brisket that's super fat and it takes a while, it's pretty handy. And it's pretty cool to know the amount of time the brisket's gonna take. This is super neat. I mean, the dude that invented this is a fucking genius, seriously. Like, he was the one that was behind these books right here, Modernist Cuisine. He like helped develop all the recipes in those books. Super dope. Also, what do you guys think about this lamp that my mom made me about 4 or 5 years ago? This was my old saxophone. I love this lamp, it's so dope. I just came home and it's reached 208 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a smidge over, but it's gonna be fine. My aunt turned the oven off for me. So it's just been sitting in the oven that's off. It feels good. This is good. I'm just gonna pull this out and kind of like let it rest before I slice it. So this is it after being in the oven until it reached the temp of 200. That's what we want right there. And as you can see, you still have that nice bark fully intact. Just look at that jiggle. Looks good, right? Time to slice her up. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Hey, honey. Wow, how beautiful.
This is all the like trimmings and fatty ends chopped up together. That's gonna be really good like for leftover on eggs. And then here's the rest. I already put with parchment paper, plastic, and foil, and then I put the leftover juices all on top of that. This is the lean portion. Look, zoom into this real quick, or come over here. Look at that. This is the leaner portion, and over here, this is the fattier portion. That's the good stuff, but this stuff is still really good. Look at that, it's like falling apart. Might have taken it a little too far, but that's okay, because it's gonna be hella tender.